Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I am going to try to do a new run of SnowRunner in hard mode. I lost my mod map. I don't know what happened to it. I went into it and it only had the one region, Bennington, the main map, but nothing else. Had some error code. I deleted it. I was like, nah, I'm not going to deal with that. So I'm going to try something different. I have my main game. I don't want to do the game again. Normal, I'm going to try hard mode. I don't know how far I'm going to get. I may not get very far. I've tried it twice before. It didn't pan out, so I'm going to take my time this time around. Try to do it a little bit more logistically. Try and pick and choose what I want to do. I am going to be using mod trucks. This is what it is. The game's too slow with the stock ones. If you don't like mod trucks, you don't have to watch the series, so that's just what I choose to use. So without further ado, let's get into it. I've been testing this out already and it seems to be working. I got everything set up. It is in higher resolution, so we'll see how that pans out. Seems to work okay so far, but so let's get into it. Let's do new game, hard mode. That's the one I was testing it in. This is what I'm just messing around with. This is my main save. This is a new game I've been messing around with. My highway hauling map was over here, if y'all remember. It's gone. So we're gonna hit delete. Yep. And we're gonna start hard mode in that one. I kind of have an idea of how I want to start this off. This mode is basically money based. So you need money for everything. So even fuel. So if you get enough money, you know, you can always stop at the gas stations, fill up instead of going to tankers. But for now, we have to start at a certain spot. So I'm just gonna run through these because I don't like these things flashing. Okay. So the first thing off I'm gonna do, because we have to use a scout. We have nothing here. Is the first thing I do is can't do anything. I put tires on it just to get around. So I'm probably not going to be using the Scout. I'm going to try to use the Scout 800. I've used it before and had some good luck with it. You just got to be careful with it and drive it differently. The reason being is it already comes with a gearbox and diff lock. I'll have to go be looking for it. So we're going to do the mud tires. We'll get the cheapest ones we can, the 50 ones. I'm going to buy those. It's going to take most of our money, or half of our money. So that's what we're starting off. Don't have that yet. Snorkel. No. I will paint it though. Not a problem. Whoops. Now we need to go back into tires. We need to sell these. Don't get much back, but hey, it's better than nothing. Alright, so let's turn my mic down just a hair. Just a couple smidges. Okay, let's try that. Let's leave the garage. So we're gonna get this fleet start up and running. But first things first, I'm gonna go grab that oh. This one doesn't usually do that, but this one does though. Okay. I hope this series turns out right. Adjusted a lot of settings. I turned the fog off. I don't care for the fog. We'll get that fixed up. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. I just tested it out the other way. But we're going to start a little different. We're going to go out here and we're going to try to get as much of the upgrade right here. I'll turn this on. All-wheel drive. I'm going to get this upgrade. It's for a truck that I'm more likely not going to use. But it's good to have a second truck, but not having all-wheel drive right away, it's going to be kind of tricky. My goal is to get enough money to get my mod Scout that I want, and the one of the mod trucks in the beginning, and then the other one is I'm going to try to just, there's two semi trucks that I want that are mods, and a scout. And the rest of it we can just play around with. We'll grab this. Okay. Because we got to get that fleet star up and running, because I got to go pull a fuel trailer out of this spot, because that's going to be our main fuel thing for the beginning part of this game. But before that, I'm gonna go up this hill first. I'm gonna go get this watchtower and get it out of the way. First things first. I'm going to try to use this scout as in areas that I know it can do what it can do with what it's got equipped. And I'm probably going to end up selling this one, even though the Scout 800 I think sells for a little bit more, if I'm not mistaken. But what I do on that one is I just don't raise the suspension, I just leave it normal. I can get just about anywhere. Eventually I might raise it, but in the beginning I won't. I don't really need it that high. Yeah, I'm working on my roadcraft series. The next map I'm going to be starting is Sojourn. I'm probably going to stream that either later tonight or either this weekend at night. I'm not sure exactly when. I would do videos on it, but I'm already streaming it, and I gotta follow people that watch on the stream, and I don't want to change it and just start doing videos on it. Excuse me, just yet, because I got this, and what was I talking about? Sorry, my dog was barking. I get used to figure out what he's barking about. What is it? I forgot. Hold on, let me go take care of my dog. Hold on a second. Right back, guys. Okay, I'm back. There's a bark collar on that beeps and vibrates when he barks. It was dead, so he kept barking. He was getting away with it. So, yeah, that's what he was doing. But so I'm charging it, but he knows not to bark. I didn't know what I was talking about when I was coming up here, but anyways, was it oh yeah, roadcraft. Yeah, to do videos on it instead of streaming. But if I do that, then the people that watch the stream aren't gonna. You end up with a different followers, depending on what you do. If you're already doing it one way, you just keep doing it that way. If you change it, then I might do a roadcraft series videos when hard mode comes out. But just doing videos is one thing. You're talking about the game. You know what I mean? You're playing the game. You're talking about it, and you're doing all that stuff. On live streams, you're pretty much talking to your audience and not about the game. So a lot of people want to hear you talk about the game and not you talking to your audience the whole time, so they don't watch it. So it just depends on the following. But live streaming is easier as far as editing goes. You stream it and then it goes on YouTube and you're done. When you record, you got to take it off, edit it, put all your stuff in there, and then upload it to YouTube, and then you got to let it sit on YouTube for about about 12 hours, unlisted, and then it's still on YouTube, but the algorithm picks it up unlisted, but it's not watchable, and then it goes out, and by that time it's all over the place and people can see it quicker. That's what I was told how that works. So it takes longer to get it out doing videos, but the upside to that is, like right now I'm talking about this game and telling you what I'm doing, instead of looking off to the side and going, oh hey, what's going on, so and so. So there's that. Okay, where's that upgrade it said it wanted? There's an upgrade. It's got to be here somewhere. Oh, that upgrade. Oh, it's for the truck. Yeah, I know where that's at. I don't need that. Where's the next watchtower? It's over there. I probably won't go get that one in this truck. No, I didn't want to do that. What are you doing? Thank you. Here's that fuel trailer. I'm going to get some gas, but I'm going to leave it there. I won't be able to pull it out with this guy. X. A. I didn't want to drag it. What am I going to do with it? That's going to be our main source of fuel for now. Yeah, we'll keep going. We'll get that one last. I'm going to come over on this direction. Make life a little bit easier. I'm going to go... grab the... come on. Truck. Let's go! So why I have OBS remuxing my videos into MP4 when they're done is beyond me, because I can't edit the video when it's remuxed into MP4 with my Caden Live software. I have to use, it has to be a MKV file, so I guess I could turn that off. Watch this thing, watch the tires just watch the tires touch the water, and it's say too deep. It's not even in the freaking hood where the airbox is. Let me see, there should be a task over here. I think there's somewhere I wanted to go. The watchtower over there. What's this thing turned weird? Okay. But the one I want to go to is the one down here. There's a couple of upgrade spots up on these hills over here I'm going to grab. One's suspension for this thing, but I'm not going to really need it. Next one, and then we're gonna go make a left. Open it on. I think one of these is the 5.2 engine. That's this one. I don't want it. And then we go up this way, and there should be another spot where there's an upgrade. I think that's the suspension for this guy. Up, and away we go. I just gotta remember in OBS that when I do my streams, I gotta put my game audio and my voice audio on together on one channel buffer, because they should make it where we can have it separate, but under the streaming tab you can pick what channel, and there's 6 of them, but it's only one. You click one, it's one. You click two, it clicks two, one goes away. So you can't have your things separated in case you wanted to, like, I don't know how you'd edit a live broadcast, but like in case you wanted to. So with that being said, when I go back to recording, if I don't fix that, switch it before I do a recording, because in recording mode, you can select all 6 channels in case you have like a bunch of different separate audio things. And under the settings, I set that one on 2, and 2 stays lit instead of 1. Well, no, I have 1 and 2, and under my settings, I have both channels. I want to go. There's both settings. You're using both, and then one is desktop or game audio, or whatever it is, and then the other one's my mic. And when I edit the video, there's 2 sound profiles, and one's my voice. So if I say something stupid, I can delete that, and the game audio is still there. If I don't do that, after I'm done streaming, when I screw up and edit it, well, I cut the audio out, my voice, well, that game audio disappears too. That being said, I did remember to switch it. Because you can select all 6 boxes at once. Streaming, just one. This should at least allow you to do all of them. Is that where the truck's at? Because there's another upgrade over here. There's that one. I could have sworn there was 2 up on this hill. And then the truck. And there's a suspension one up here somewhere. The truck might be further down, to be honest with you. That's fine. We'll go, Go this way. I'm pretty sure this is where the truck's at. I could be wrong. We'll go get that tower on the way back. Here's a task we gotta grab. Whoops. That's what I want. I sort of fly buzzed by me in my headphones. It was from the game. This is what I mean. This fuck doesn't. I don't remember that mud being that deep before. I remember going right through this like nothing. I think they've made the terrain a little bit more tougher, which is fine. You just gotta go slower. The game looks good though. I got all my settings set right. Shouldn't have any blurry video. Yeah, I don't remember this truck being this tough to get up here, but whatever, it's been a while, so. The other one's, I think it's got highway tires on it. I don't think I'm going to, well, it's downhill, but I think it's going to get stuck. I don't have enough money to recover, so I'm not going to do that, waste my money. We'll see. Like I said, I'm going to try it differently, think about stuff before I do it. Don't just get into a rush. Unless the truck's not over here. I don't know if the truck's over here. I think it's further down. I know for a fact there's 2 upgrades in a truck over here, but the upgrade's not next to the truck. And I think this is the upgrade. Could be wrong. No, I said I think I'm more wrong about it because no, this is the truck. Where in the world is that upgrade? So this vehicle up here that I'm about to get is the main one I'm going to be using for the Scout. I'm probably going to sell this Chevy. And you'll see why. How's wrong with my controller? There it goes. It still has that input lag. They simply fixed it. And you know what? Roadcraft is doing the same thing. It's not my controller. I don't have that problem in other games. Just the Saber games. You hit it and it won't work and then it'll go. You need to fix it. There's still a problem there. It's not as bad, but it's still there. This has a 20-gallon tank. And it's got diff lock already. We just have to go find the SnowRunner gearbox, which I know where that's at. Diff lock's always on, so it makes it easier to drive. 2 gallons less, but I guess we'll see if we can get it out. I could put some fat tires on this thing and it keeps it kind of stable. But we're going to take our time getting it down there. And I don't think it uses as much gas in all-wheel drive as the Chevy. The Chevy uses about 1.7 to 1.8 gallons a minute. This only uses half that, so it's easier on fuel for right now. So we're gonna go down that tower, right? This thing's probably gonna get stuck in that mud right there, but we'll come back, get the Chevy and bring it down. Just slow down, dude. You don't want to tip this thing. It's just funny, like the base game is like just run through it, you know what I mean? Hard mode is like, well, now everything's based on money, because it is. Because you need money for fuel, you need money for, you have to pay for auto load or use the crane. So that's one of the reasons why I want the money up front because we got to put a crane on that Fleet Star. And then when I get enough money, I'm going to get the modded version of the Fleet Star called the Hammerhead. That thing's really good, to be honest with you. It's not OP or anything like that. It just gives it a bit of a better kick, and you get more options with it. So it just helps it out a little bit better. Come on. It's not like those OP things that you just ram like the Scout I'm going to get. That's OP. That thing can pull stuff that the big chicks can't pull, big rigs can't pull. But I like it because sometimes when I'm scouting, I just want to scout the area out really quick, and then I can do my not missions, my tasks and contracts at a decent pace. I don't like scouting maps really. It's kind of tedious and non-intuitive. These are highway tires supposedly, but they're driving through the mud. Yeah, just go slow. I don't want to go over the rocks, so this truck is a lot lighter than the Chevy. I think it's part of the problem. But you get louder. You get some decent tires, like the ones that are on the Chevy. I think those are what I'm going to get. Maybe different ones. Here's where I thought I was going to get stuck. They sit out wide, so you get better balance. You'll see what I'm talking about. They sit out a lot wider on this than they do on the Chevy. We'll unlock this tower. We'll find the other upgrade. I could have. You know what? It might be that tower all the way in the beginning on the other side. Yeah, that's where it is. I think that's the suspension one. I just like the way this thing looks. Dude, the other day I saw one, well, not this particular one, but it was an international. It said international in the back. It said Scout. It didn't say 800. It looked a little, let me see. It kind of had that front end, but the back end looked a little bit older. I don't know what the name of it was, but it was a rag top. You could take the top down, and it all it had was like how that whole top can come off. It was like that, but it was a rag top. You had it folded down. And it was just a windshield. It was cool looking. It was white. I looked by it and I'm like, wow, that's in SnowRunner. I don't know what those really look like. I don't think it was the 800, but it looked pretty damn close to it. And if International was still around, I think they'd still be making some decent cars. Better than some of the offerings we're getting these days. Maybe not. I'm going the right way. No, I'm not. As per usual, I don't know where I'm going. I turned because I saw the water there and thinking, I don't know what I was thinking. Rambling away. See, I don't pay attention when I ramble away. Yeah. So that little jitter thing that I saw, oh, this thing's gonna, oh, nope. In the videos, I don't know if I mentioned it, where some of the videos where the diff lock comes in. Stuttered. It was the actual media player that was stuttering, because I used a different media player and it was smooth. But for some reason it didn't like the 1440, the 4K playback. It was stuttering. I have OBS set on 1440. To pick the stream up at 1440, and I'm also playing this in 1440. I could play it in 4K, but OBS is just going to downscale it, so it's kind of pointless. It's not going to look any better for you guys. It'll look good for me while I'm recording it, but for you guys, no. So I'll just leave it the way it is. I'm going to eventually upgrade my graphics card to 9070 XT because I play on Linux. It's on Linux, by the way, guys. Plays pretty good. Play Roadcraft on Linux. I don't really play games on Windows. There's actually one game that I need to because the Unreal Engine on that game is screwed up. And right now there's a bug where for the DirectX 12 Vulkan translation layer. Not in every Unreal Engine game, but that one, and the memory goes up to a certain point, and then it'll say you ran out of VRAM or something, which I didn't. It's a bug, but it doesn't do that on Windows. That's the only thing. But everything else runs fine. When I take this out, okay, let's find out what the other upgrade is. I'm pretty sure it was. That's the direction I need to go. I think it's over here by this tower. Before we went this way to get the tower, not the upgrade, but. Okay, so we got some. We can fix that rock slide as soon as we get the truck done, but we're just trying to level up. So right now, all this scouting stuff isn't. We're not making any money doing it. So let's go back. Let's just get this guy to the garage. I want to fix her up if we can, if we got enough money. If not, we'll have to bring the Chevy back and sell some things on it. I think at first I'm just going to put tires on it. Yeah, I'll put the stuff on the roof of this thing. I don't have a problem with it as long as I don't raise it. If you raise it, it makes it 50% easier to flip than it does with the lowered, so I just don't raise it. I mean, it sits high enough. Look. And one of the things that's cool about streams is I could go longer than an hour, hour and a half. The reason I don't like going more than an hour and a half is because it'll take freaking forever to edit the videos that I record. So live stream, when I'm done, they just go right on YouTube. It also reminds me, I gotta take a screenshot of this, and then I have to get, have to make thumbnails. But I haven't done yet, so this won't go out right away. Then I have to go into my GIMP software, which I use, and what is it? GIMP software, and then I have to do the. When I'm doing the thumbnails, I have to put all the stuff on the thumbnail. That takes time. There's a lot of tasks back here. I think that was the last one. But we'll get this guy at the garage. We might use this Chevy to finish scouting that top half of that mountain that we're on. The back, that tower. Maybe grab a few more of the upgrades. And then we'll bring it back. Because it'll probably run out of gas by then. But no, we'll drive off and I'll do it. And it's getting nighttime. I will eventually, when I get enough money, put some more lights on these things. I'm not going to do it right away because it costs money to do it unless it's really cheap. Whoa, what are you turning for? I didn't even turn. The thing just went to the left and one controller went to the right and it didn't even turn. It just kept going. You move my... So this controller I have is a Logitech Bluetooth G or wireless. No, it's Bluetooth 710 wireless. It's a good controller. The problem is the distance between the controller and the receiver that you get with it. It's a receiver that comes with it. It's not Bluetooth to the computer. It comes with an extension cable that I have sitting right on my desk, and it's probably a foot away. And sometimes it does that. It works, but if I move it for some reason over and then I set something in front of it, it literally cuts the range in half. For some reason, it has to be exposed. That's why I don't have it plugged directly in the computer. It's weird. So that's probably what happened. I'm gonna turn our lights on, and I gotta get used to the controls. But this thing goes to the left, probably because it's damaged. I don't see any damage there. Because the rotorcraft controls or whatever. This thing does pretty good in those tires. Sorry, I had something else in my hand. That's why I couldn't steer the vehicle right there. Hope you guys can hear me. I keep pushing myself further and further and further away from the mic in my chair. Because I got a 32-inch screen and I'm too close to it on my desk. I have to back up a little bit. So I'd love to play this thing on my 4K TV. It'd probably work, but then I'd have to have the microphone with a 30-foot cord all the way by me because I'd be across the room. It'd have to be in front of me. Or I could just switch it to my headphones, but my headphones are USB. I had some Logitech wireless headphones with the mic. Problem is that they were good for sound to a point, but the microphone always had some kind of feedback in it. That's why I didn't use those. Those would be perfect, but I'll have to get some better gaming Bluetooth headphones with a good mic in them if I want to go do that on my TV. Yeah, there's a task over there, but I'll get that when I do it. I will unlock it when I'm ready to just get rid of that tower, the antenna tower that's fallen over, video tower, whatever it is. No, don't hit that. Okay, good. I'll have to call you a turd if you hit that. Doing pretty good on street tires. Me personally, using this every so often. I mean, I get why people don't like it because it bounces, it's tippy, and it flips a lot. I think it's a lot more mobile. I think it moves better, your stuff, it does a better job. Yeah, it is tippier than the other truck, but overall, I would prefer this over the Chevy. Yeah, I might end up crashing in it and getting mad, but that's just me. That stick is still floating in the air from day one. They still haven't removed it. I don't know if you guys saw it sitting there. And the lights on this are better than the Chevy. The Chevy lights are dim. They're not as bright. So I think I said in the beginning, I don't know how far I'm going to get into this with the hard mode. I don't know if I'm just going to do this map or this, just this region or move on. I guess it depends on how well I do. And how many people watch it and and the views and stuff. If I get a lot of good views, I'll try to keep going if I can without messing up too bad or losing money. If I don't get a lot of views, I just won't record it or whatever, and maybe still play it or just stop. But like I said, a lot of views to me is anything. It's a small channel, but if I can get 50 views within the first 2 days, I'm happy. I know a lot of people want like 1,000 views in like an hour, but those guys have been doing this for a long time. So I don't care. A view's a view, and it works for me. But if it's less than that, it means there's not a lot of people really on it, and I'm not gonna waste my time on it. I'm gonna play a game that I know gets more views. I'm just trying to add something to my gameplay. I know a lot of people watch Roadcraft, and this is from the same developers, so. Grab this upgrade, it's going to be for this thing. And then let's get close to the truck. Or do I have to actually winch to it? Nope. Well, I thought it would have gave me something. Okay. All right. So the key to the Fleet Star is don't fix the suspension. When you get the suspension upgrade, like we did, equip the suspension upgrade, and it'll automatically fix your suspension. You won't have to use the repair points on it. So, okay. See, so yeah, this is the engine I'm going to use on it. The Chevy gets that 8? 5.8 motors, 5.7 motor, or 6? I don't remember. I don't use that much. I use a lot of gas. Out of all these, this is like the more. So look, 4.0 and 4.4 exact same stats. So if you want what you got now, get the 4.4. I don't think it's going to do anything different. Supposed to be more power, but it's not. This same fuel consumption, same durability. You get more power to weight. When you go to the 5.2, that's what it is. The 5.2, your power to weight goes up a little bit. Your durability, I think, stays the same, but your fuel consumption goes through the roof. So this is why I like this motor. I know where that's at. I'm gonna go get it. We haven't got the. I don't care about it. The tires is what I want to do. We have 4,250. I don't think I have enough money for. So we may not use this right away. We need to get the Fleet Star up and running. There's a few things we can do to get some money right away. Yeah, even the cheapest off-road tires were going to be broke. But yeah, anyways, and you could buy this right away. You don't have to wait. That's cool. Just looking at stuff that might be, yeah, see, so eventually I'm going to get those. Well, I think they're roof rack. Roof rack comes with lights, so I won't need to get those. Stock bumper, I'm going to change all this eventually, but right now, probably that guy eventually. We get level 8 rims, I can do those are free. I don't want the Chevy rims. I don't care for the steel wheels. Those are ugly. I'll probably go with those. I wish they gave us more options. Maybe not. They don't look too. Just don't. I like 5-spoke. I just don't. You know what? I'm just gonna go. No. And they just don't give you the right rims. That's what's on it. We'll leave it. Yeah, that looks cool. And paint, DLC paint. I love this. I mean, that's free. I don't care about the rest of it. So we'll leave that here. Let's go get our Chevy over there, and we're going to use it to grab that tower and that tower. But we'll come down the mountain. See, these aren't as bright. So anyways, and you gotta go find the diff, and I think the diff lock on this is on Smithville Dam. I'm not ready to go there, so I can go look for it. I forget what spot it's at in there. It's kind of I think it's in a hard to reach spot, so that's another reason I'm using the Scout, because it already comes with the diff lock. As soon as we get that SnowRunner gearbox, we'll be set to go, and we'll just go make some money. Now, right now, we're going to go down to the town. We're going to go get that one tower that's down by the sawmill. And then when we sell this truck, we're going to take these tires off because we've already bought them, and we're going to put them on the Scout. Even though I sold the highway tires, I can always put the cheap highway tires on this. The suspension's getting beat up. The suspension's not as high on, yeah, but it's white. This truck is wider than the Scout. I'll tell you that right now. The Scout is narrower, but it is taller. Makes it top heavy. I don't know if I told you guys, but I know one of my other videos, I don't think I recorded it. I actually scouted all of this and Smithville Dam in the Scout 800 with minimal problems. I may have tipped a few times, but it did great. I even had lifted suspension on it with the thing on top, big old mud tires on it, and I just took my time and we did it. I actually kind of liked it. Even this truck has a hard time with in the mud with mud tires. Oh, I'm on rocks. The lights look like they're brighter, but they're not brighter. They're dimmer, but they're also more pointed forward. The Scout 800, I think, was like this, but I think it had more width to it. So I'm pretty sure the lights that you put on the top of the roofs do help. If they don't, that would be kind of stupid. Because why would you get them just for looks? Well, thank you. But yeah, my previous SnowRunners, I think I was just grabbing as much money as I could and doing it, and just putting all kinds of stuff on the cars right away to make them look cool. And yeah, I'm not doing that this time. I think I don't know. Today actually I went and watched my Hardboat 2.0 series again. I want to see how I started it. I did notice that I went all the way to the other side of the thing, dragged that repair trailer to get the Fleet Star running, not knowing that there was one right at the garage. Look, this thing's stuck already. And the other one made it with street tires. And I think it's lighter. This truck's too heavy. I mean, weight can be a good thing, but not in all scenarios. Am I talking a lot today? I think so. We just tone that down a notch. I don't speak so much. I just don't want to play the game without talking, and people get bored because they don't hear anything. When we say anything, and then they, don't watch the videos anymore, or I talk too much and they get over that and don't want to watch it. So, yeah, I guess it's a lose-lose situation. You just got to find that happy medium. What are you doing, truck? I don't know why you're so... Scout just seems to do better. I know where that engine's at on Smithville Dam. I can go grab that real quick. We'll just have to go. Gotta get the Fleet Star running. We gotta fix this road. We get over there, get some service spare parts or vehicle spare parts. I don't know which one it is. Clear that roadblock. We go down that hill, make a right, go up that hill, get the upgrade up there, and that's the 5-liter motor. Let me sit up in my chair. My legs are getting tired. We're down to 13 gallons of gas. Don't know if we'll be able to scout this. We may have to go. No, it's not quite half. We may have to go down to the fuel tanker and get gas and then come back up. I know I'm probably not doing this in a productive way, but well, it is what it is. And there's a trailer over here. I'm gonna drive over here just to get it, not attached to it, but so that it's there. I'll get some experience points with it. I need 400 more. Which I'm not going to get by unlocking all this. And the GMC's up there too. I may just go up to that real quick and get the experience. With the GMC, I'm just going to take it straight to the garage. And I don't have any money to do anything with it, but I'm probably going to just sell it to get some money. And then there's a Kodiak that I can grab and sell as well. But I gotta get that fleet star up and running. The EMC is up here. The problem with this truck is you gotta go find the upgrades, and half of them are, some of them are in Alaska, and I think some are in another map that's from a DLC when they added more maps. And it's like they didn't get this thing all-wheel drive until the last minute, and you have to go find it. When we get the thing to the garage, I'll look. Pretty sure there's a spot somewhere where you have to go all the way to another map to find it. And it's kind of pointless doing that. I don't want to do that because you have to pay to go to region, or at least get your cars out. So, which that's why in hard mode you don't go region to region all the time. There's a task there. I don't really care for it. I may do the tasks. But then again, may not. I'm not a big fan of the tasks. So we need to go with this. Yeah, it's becoming daytime. Yeah, hard mode sucks for videos because it's dark and it's hard to see. I tried to brighten my screen, but I don't know how well that's going to work. And for my live streams, I need to work on a I don't know what you call it, but like when you walk away for a second, it says I'll be back, or stream starting soon, or stream ending soon. I gotta make some of those and put them into OBS when I move them around, but I haven't done that. I'll usually just start it. I'll be right back, and it'll just sit here, the game playing. It's just a progress. All in due time. Not anything that important that can't accomplish without it. Come on. Oh, I need my all-wheel drive on. Really forgot I didn't have it on. It's not using that much gas. Last time I used it, it was like 1 point something. Yeah, that's why it was driving kind of slow. Hit this tower. Alright. 4250. That's where we're at. We're going to take this to the garage. I'm going to fill it up with fuel. We'll come back and do this after I go find the gearbox, and then we'll get rid of this truck. This thing can't even cross the other one did it without all-wheel drive on. These street tires. Same. It's more mobile. This thing just doesn't have it, and they both have the same engine. I just think it's too dang heavy. We'll see. So we're probably going to get most of the objectives done on this particular map, not in the region, just to get enough money for me to get the trucks that I want. So we're going to be using the Fleet Star a lot. We're going to have to take it easy with it, especially with the logs. Because we're going to have to get the log thing for the back of the truck. That's going to cost money, and I'm not going to sell it when I'm done because you only get half of that back. And trailers, if you buy trailers, you sell them, you don't get any money back for them. So I have the trailer mod in there, and the trailers that I use that are in there, the mods are free. So I'm not going to spend money on something if I can't sell it. You know what I mean? It's the trailers all over the place. It's kind of a waste. So yeah, that kind of defeats the point of hard mode in that aspect. But I'm not going to. I can get rid of it and do it again. There's no point in me. This thing sucks with that all-wheel drive on. No point in me paying for something and at least give us something back. But they don't, and so I have the mod in there, and the trailer mods are better anyways because they got off-road tires. What are you doing? I have off-road tires in anyways. We are almost about an hour. And my horn works again, but a lot better. I got a new controller. The other one was just all screwed up. Get out of the ditch there, dude. Stupid truck. Just kidding, it's not stupid. It's just me being a whiny butt. I think I had to turn the all-wheel drive on for the Scout here, I get it, but man, this thing just does not move without it. So you're always going to be using more gas in this thing. But I will go to Smithville Dam and grab that engine. I do want that motor. And then I'll come back. So there will be a couple things I'm going to do on that just to get that motor. But till then, we're going to do what we can here. First things first. I'm gonna grab the service trailer. I just want to got this already. Why is that thing up? Does it just like randomly go up every now and then? Okay, well, there it goes. Good. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Roadcraft controls again, I'm telling you. The wrong buttons to try to stop the car, or why they changed the controls. They should have just. Alright. I'm gonna get this over next to this Fleet Star, and we're gonna fix everything but the suspension. Because I believe we have the raised suspension for it. And I found out, last time I did it, I dragged the Fleet Star over, I got attached to it. Well, I found out you don't have to attach to it, you just have to have it next to it. That's what I noticed last time, because I drove by and repaired myself. If not, well then... stop engine. Change truck. I guess you do. Never mind then. I drove by it last time and it let me not do that. So let's go this way. draft controls. Because I pulled this last time. It's amazing that I can pull it. And I pulled it over. And then I dragged the trailer over as close as I could. No, I'm not running out of gas. Looks like it, but didn't want to do that. What's the matter with you? I hit my X button to turn all-wheel drive off. Not for you to go in the garage. The paint job looks cool, but looks like it's rusty, so it kind of fits the truck. I never did care for this truck, even when I first started playing this game. I don't even care for these trucks in real life. I don't care for Chevys in real life. I think they're just falling apart. Some of the older stuff might be okay, but anything from like mid-2000s to now, junk. No matter who makes it, junk. Get close enough to this truck and I can attach, and then it'll let me. Gotta get the right angle because this game's weird. Go too far away. Oh, no, you're not. You're right there. You just don't want to go. What are you doing? You did it before? Stop. That should be close enough. Let's get this truck out of here. Wheels, gas tank, engine, gearbox. This is not a fuel truck, huh? No, it is not. So, yeah, let's just leave it here. It's going, like I said, I'm trying to do this logistically here. Change truck, let's go get gas in this. Put a little bit in the Fleet Star to get it running. We'll go down, we'll put gas in it. We'll go in the garage, we'll put what we want, what we need on it. And then we'll put gas in here. It's just kind of tough in the beginning. We don't have any money. I wanted to do a new Game Plus mode with hard mode, but I don't know all the settings. I'm going to do most of them. I was just going to give myself like 30 grand to start with. Or maybe it gives you 8, maybe 15. I think 15,000 would have been a perfect number. Maybe they can change that. That's just a little bit too low. It's an odd number too, like 8,800. Like, just make it 10 even, dude. We're gonna go get gas. Now, when I did this test run, I already had this thing done. The Fleet Star was upgraded a lot quicker than now. I just figured this way would be easier and quicker, but apparently not. Well, I went out and grabbed some stuff, but still. Save some repair points on the suspension, but just taking it in. As soon as you upgrade it, it fixes the suspension. I'm going to grab the fuel tank and I'm going to bring it back down to the garage with the Fleet Star. But I need those tires. don't know that I have enough money for them. No, I won't. I did last time. I was able to put tires on this. Oh, it's because I sold that other Scout. I may have to sell this truck. That's how I have money. Okay. Now let's go back. We're gonna give the Fleet Star 10 gallons out of our truck. No, most of it. We're gonna, or all of it. We're gonna set this thing inside the garage area, a little orange line. We're gonna give the Fleet Star all our gas. We're gonna put this in the shop, take the tires off, sell it. I think you get a little bit more money for the Scout, but I'd rather drive the Scout. And then put the tires on the Scout, and with the money we sold here, we should have enough for the Fleet Star. We'll be low again, almost broke, but this will have a truck we can use. Because then we can start making money on these tasks and contracts. I know it's kind of a boring start, but in hard mode you kind of got to do it a little differently. This is the first time in me actually doing it differently. First time I did it, I was just auto-loading everything and tipping stuff, and I ran out of money, ended it. Second time I did it, I started a little differently, and I still messed up. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put this in here. All-wheel drive off. Refuel the Fleet Star. You had nothing. Change truck. It runs with no suspension, but that's fine. Just want to get this thing out of here. We got her running. Looks cool lowered. I'm going to put this repair trailer right here. Catch. Oh, stop. The one thing you do have to spend money on is you go into a repair station. I don't know if that those things you drive through that repair your vehicle do the body too. Maybe they do. Is you can go to those things. They don't fix the body. You almost always have to repair the body with money in the garage. Okay. X. Okay, look at that thing slammed. Now you go to customize. We haven't gotten that suspension for that. I thought we did. Anyways, you'll see. I'm gonna go find it, but not with this truck. I don't know why I did that. I could have sworn we got the suspension upgrade. Oh no, I know where it's at. We haven't got it yet. It's the hidden one. I know exactly where it's at. We can get that pretty quick. Okay, you stay there. Go out here. There's Chevy. Hey, we're in that spot. No gas. X. Customize. I can $1,000. We'll do that. You gotta have tires on it. Okay. But it leaves us with the tires that we had. We put on the Scout. Okay. So now I can hit X. We'll get $2,550 for it. That's not much. X retain. Oh, no, that was something different. I get it. Select Y. You get 5650. Yeah. So and then the other truck. Hold on, let's take a guess. Okay, sorry about that, folks. I had a phone call I had to answer. Was on it for a bit. So what were we doing? Oh, so we I wanted to see how much this thing costed or would sell for. Yeah, I know that. Storage. Why? You get a little bit more money for it, but I'd rather keep it. So storage. Did I sell the other one already? Oh no, I didn't. It's in my storage. So I'm going to sell this. Don't want it. Get 8,900. Not enough for what I need it for. Suspension. Okay, we're gonna customize. We're going to put those tires on. Oh yeah, see we have the tires, so we can use these small tires for now. Did my mic? Oh no, it should be all right. Should be in a decent spot, I think. So the thing with my mic is the volume button. You can adjust the volume from the mic too, but you push it to mute it. Well, sometimes when you push it, the dial turns, and then if I don't pay attention, it either went up or down. So, tires. We're gonna put the ones on that we bought for the other guy because that's what we want to use for now. Where are they? There's a lot more tires for this truck too. There they are. I want to get, but you gotta have race suspension. So, anyways, we got those. Frame add-ons, snorkel. Oh well, we gotta get a really high level to unlock the snorkel. Well, that sucks. Oh well, we'll deal with it. No, oh, we'll get that eventually. Yeah, I think it's just the tires for now. We're gonna go get the SnowRunner gearbox real quick, and we'll get that engine later. We gotta. I think we gotta fix the suspension first before we can, you know, do the tires. I don't think it'll let us put them on. It might. So let's go get the SnowRunner gearbox. First we're gonna go get fuel. Actually, there's a fuel. There's actually a tanker over here next to the area where that's at. We'll get fuel from there. This is in no all-wheel drive, and it's doing better than what the Chevy would normally do, except right here. I get it, it's all muck. I think it's just more capable because it's light. It can do more stuff. It's the downside is it's tippy, so you got to be careful. But and I haven't bought any of the trucks, the DLC trucks. I just use what's in game and mods. I don't know. I just never saw the thing of buying like the Jeeps or any of that stuff. Never did. Now, there's some of them a lot of them just don't do very well. Why would you want them? On that new one that just came out, the 6900 XD or X, whatever it is. I'm gonna look into that because I like the tow truck one, but apparently a lot of people like that truck. It does really good, so it might be one I might buy, but I don't know. Now, if I physically buy that with money and I start hard mode, they better give me that. I shouldn't have to pay for it. Like the anniversary ones, it was free. Oh, they're like, okay, well, we're gonna make it up. Well, okay, fine, I get it, but if I physically have to pay my own money, hard-earned money, you know, on a truck, because I want a truck, whatever, a DLC truck that you got to pay for that's only by itself. If I do a hard mode run, that better be in my inventory when I start it. Just saying. We're at an hour and 15, so I think what we're going to do here, I'm probably going to do back-to-back recordings, since I'm actually having fun right now. We're gonna fill this guy up. We're gonna get that SnowRunner gearbox. Then we're gonna go back to the garage. I'll probably just go in the garage and put the tires on that. Fleet Star. This thing is down here somewhere. And then I'm probably going to go get the suspension upgrade as well. This thing is down here somewhere. I just don't know exactly where. Where am I? Over here. I'm over there. It's in here somewhere, and I think it's along that tree line. Somewhere. May have gone past it, but it shows up when you get the tower over there. You know what? Let's go get gas. Grab the tower. I don't feel like... Because I went looking for this once before at the tower, and I was in here for about 10 minutes driving all over the place. We'll just get gas. The fuel tanker over here. We're not even halfway empty. We're halfway full. Always good to have a tank. Come on, baby, you can do it. Could have sworn this terrain wasn't that bad before, but we'll see. Like I said earlier, I might eventually raise this depending on what kind of terrain I get into on some map, but right now, I think this whole region is fine with these. There's the tanker. Hey, the Chevy would have got stuck there when it moved. Now this is part of a task, but I think I've noticed that usually you get this back, but sometimes you don't when you do it. It'll take it. So I think what you need to do, there's two parts to this task where you got to take it to the town storage. This and something else. If you take this first, it'll let you keep it, and then you take the other part, you'll still have this. But if you take the other part first, and then take this, when it completes the task, your tank will disappear. Unless they fixed it as a bug. I remember doing that and being able to keep this tank, which would have been cool. Okay, that tower is over here. Where are you? Should see you here somewhere. Fallen power line. Oh, I got this turned the wrong way. You could get to it up here, but I think I'm gonna turn around. Now we got fuel, and I think this thing looks really cool. Something you don't see every day, you know. Unlike the Chevy truck, even though it's an older one, you see them all over the place. At least where I live, you don't see these. Come on. I'll turn you on. Oh yeah, because it's going to be about an hour and a half when we get done, so or maybe a little over. I'm playing in 1440. OBS is coding it in 1440, and then my editor is set to 1440. So it shouldn't take long to do it if it's not having to change the resolution or anything. So it should do it decently. I think eventually, at some point, I mean, like right now, I'm going to get a newer GPU, which I use my GPU to encode. It may go a lot faster, but eventually I will get a dedicated PC machine. The only problem is then I'll have to take the file off of this and transfer it over, which might take a while, but maybe not. I'm going to try to find a used Threadripper machine so I can use the CPU. Use like the 64 cores or something to do it. That should do it faster than a GPU. Because if I use my CPU that I have here, my 5800X, it'll render 20 frames per second. I use my GPU, it's like 70 to 100. So it's faster, but I think a Threadripper will be faster than my GPU. And also depends on what resolution. If I'm doing it in 4K, it's like 30. 1440p is usually between 70 to 100, and 1080 is like 160 something. Big difference. But YouTube screws your quality up if you upload in 1080, and it's a lot better if you do 1440 or higher because of the codec they use. So I have to use the 1440p, otherwise my videos look like crap based on what I'm playing. I'm playing at a really good resolution to make them look good. Put them on YouTube at 1080 and they screw it up. They make it look like it's 720. You get all that, what is it? I think before I said I called it blurry. It's ghosting. You get ghosting in it. Where's that tower? Okay, that upgrade is right there. I knew it was along the trees. Okay, then I'm going to turn around and go back. Logical. Oh, temporary. Like on Roadcraft Kelly. Oh, her voice. Wish they could make it so you could turn her on and off. I think when they release hard mode, they shouldn't have her pop up. They should make us figure out what we gotta do next, or just run around and do it. I think if you eventually get stuff done, you'll figure out what you gotta do. That would be interesting. Instead of having her going around, go do this and go do that, and it's unlocked, just go drive around and do it, figure it out. I know I'm going to try hard mode in that, because it's a different game. And they are making a hard mode, because they changed the fuel icon to something else, because they'll confuse you in hard mode when you got to have fuel and repair. That's why they have those repair trucks in the game now, because you're probably going to need them in hard mode. And they made your engine turn on and off, because in hard mode, if you're using fuel, you got to be able to turn it off. So they're already implementing it, because when they come out with that DLC in September, they said we may push it off, but in September of this year, hard mode is supposed to be released along with it. So there's that. That's what. Went too far last time. And just follow the trees. Follow the tree. Might have been in here last time. This is where I was. Yeah, go left because it's over here. Can't see. Over here on this little. There's something around right here. This is your SnowRunner gear box. Then we're gonna grab the suspension upgrade. We're gonna outfit our Fleet Star, and then in the next episode, we're gonna get our contracts done. Some of them. Okay, we're not gonna go next to this water because that tree. Yeah, I know. Come on, baby, you can get it. It's over here. You're almost there. There you are. Boom. Okay, we got it. Now we're gonna go back. And I didn't get that wooden bridge done. I should have done it with the GMC. I could have went this way and got over there and got the. Yep, we're not gonna go all the way around. So I could have went this way. Where am I? What's okay? I could have went out this way. No, down this way across this bridge. That upgrade is right there. And now I gotta go all the way around because the power line is still stuck there, so I gotta go all the way around. We can't recover because it costs $5 grand to recover. Oh, 2,000 for this. Some things, I think the big trucks are like $5 grand. Don't ask me where I said the word big twice. Going that way? Yeah, there's a road there. Somewhere. Find it. Man, these trees just make it almost impossible to view where you're going. Get closer. Alright. Alright. Alright, all the time. I'm not going that way. Man, it's getting dark. That's the thing about hard mode, can't change the time. This gives it that much more immersion. I hope this video comes out. We'll do a lot better with that other engine because it gives you more power to weight, but it doesn't use more gas. Even though the thing at the very top that tells you about the engine says it does, when you look at the little stat bar, it don't move. So if it does use a little bit more gas, it's not enough to move the stat bar. So. There's that for you. If anyone would be interested why the description says it uses more gas, but the stat bar don't move when you select it. In the next episode, we're going to be making some money. Try to get our other trucks. Because when I can buy the other Fleet Star, I'm selling this one. Get money for it. Cut through the farm. Town. Does that road go through? I've never taken that road. I've always gone through the farm. Oh no, it takes you to the road. I think it's pretty bad. Let me try it. Science. I don't think I've ever gone this way. You get stuck? Well, hopefully you get stuck. We got enough money to recover if we need to, so. But like I said, before we buy those trucks, I gotta get this thing decked out. I gotta get like the autonomous winch and the thing on the top so I can go further. Drive on. Where it takes you there, I think it goes across some water. Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't think I've ever driven down this path. The whole time I've had this game, I mean, how many times I've played this map, I don't think I've ever gone this way. It says it takes you to the road, but there's some mucky muck. I probably won't make it. To be honest with you. Get up on higher ground here. And then we'll have to go back to the garage and equip our gearbox. I don't think it costs money. I think when it's unlocked, you just get it. You don't have to, I don't think you have to pay for it. I think it's just there. But this way would be a little bit rougher and tougher, I guess. But that's the direction you go. There's the road. I should take you right to that road. Damn, that car flew by fast. Or slow down. It's your private subdivision. Or your private road network. There's the road. And the lights. See how much brighter these lights are? Oh, look at that moon. Man, the graphics are good in this game. Graphics are good in Rollcraft too, but I get less frames because it's the newer game is harder to run for me. To run it, it's a little harder. To run at the same settings this is, get my GPUs fully utilized. My frames will go down to 50 to 55, but that's when I'm running OBS. If I'm playing it by myself, it'll stay at 60. OBS takes about 10 frames away from my game because it uses the GPU. I tried using the CPU to run that game while I was playing Warcraft, and even this game, the CPU went all the way up to like 60-70%, and the GPU was almost fully utilized, not quite, yet my frames are at like 26. Because as soon as I turned on OBS using CPU as an encoder, it bottlenecked the crap out of my GPU because it couldn't handle it. So I use the GPU and it's fine. And this GPU only uses H.264 and H.265. Only encoders it has in it. And I use H.265 because you can actually do that at a higher resolution and it looks better. It doesn't support AV. Now, the new GPU, 9060 XT from 90 series, whatever, It supports the AV1 codec, but mine don't. And I'm happy with the H.265, but I would love to use the AV1 codec because that's the latest and greatest right now. I did the same run when I was testing this game out with H.264 and 265. Man, H.264 had ghosting compared to 265. And I had to turn the bitrate all the way up, and it still looked kind of weird. This, I had the bitrate like at 15,000 kilobits per second for this, and it comes out fine. I had the other one like 50, and it didn't look as good. And it had a little bit of stuttering because the bitrate was a little too high. I'd lower it and it didn't look quite as good. And it had some like grainy ghosting to it. And when I play it back, you could see this from 50 to 15, and then having this quality on that, it's night and day. Now we'll see what it looks like once I upload it to YouTube. Because YouTube will sometimes just screw your video up. But like I said, I have it 1440p, so YouTube should be using the VP9 codec. 1080p, it uses ABC, which is the worst codec you can use. Why they do that, I don't know. I guess they think 1080p doesn't need the VP9 codec because it doesn't. 1080p doesn't look that good where it needs it. I don't know. Maybe. I've never tried to watch a 1080p video with the VP9. Look, I did all that on two-wheel drive. It did change something here because this used to just be all dirt, and that used to just be grass. It didn't have these trees here, from what I remember. Those bushes. It was just grass. They must have added some stuff in some of the updates. They were coming up on that upgrade. And then we're going to have to turn around and go back to the garage. This is an upgrade that doesn't show up on the towers. I believe this is a suspension upgrade. If I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. I want to see what list it was for. You knucklehead, you hit the wrong button, you doofus. There's a trailer over here. I think this is one of the ones that does repair and fuel. I think I'm going to grab some fuel from it. At least in hard mode, they don't move this stuff around. That would suck. I'm at half a tank. I don't want to. It took me half a tank to get here. I don't want to go empty on the way back. That's where the roof rack will come in handy. I believe I can fill the Scout up twice with the roof rack. It'll have the gas that's in it, and then 2 more times. I think it holds 60 gallons. It does. It does that feel cool? Yeah, let's get back and let's upgrade our vehicles, and then we will call the episode, and then we will start the contracts to make money in the next episode. So while you guys are still watching the end of this come to an end, you go ahead and go down to that comment section and leave a comment on the game. Let me know how I did and what you like and don't like. Click that like button, helps the channel out if you haven't already done that. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Gets me closer to 1,000 even though I'm far from it. So it would be much appreciated. So while we end this, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Guys, watch me drive all the way to the garage. Need to figure out how to put music in the end of this while I finish it. Speed it up, but I haven't gone that far. So, peace out, everyone. Good night. Make sure you watch to the end. Surprise. No, I'm gonna be fixing these trucks up real quick before we end it. Customization time. Bam, we just get it. We sell this guy for some money. We got that free. We made money on it. Look at that. Okay, I think we're good here. Oh, let's sell these highway tires. Oh, new. They gave us $1,000, but oh, we got 10 grand now. Look at that. I'll probably get that. I'm gonna make some money first. I don't want to run too low. And I'll probably get a spare tire. Can't do anything with that yet. And I'll probably get a roof rack. I'm gonna get this thing running good in order to be top notch for what we need it for. While we have it, get that going first, and then we'll work on the other trucks. Rooftop, no. Thermal horns. Yeah, it's not. It's useless though. Why would that be locked? Whatever. And yeah, that's it. So let's go to our other truck. Now watch. I thought we got the off-road gearbox in this already. Apparently not. Thought we found it. Watch this. Boom. It's fixed. Saw that one. Oh, look, the money we got now. Tires. Put our tires on. Gonna be off-road tires. These are one of my tires for this truck. We're gonna use the. There's no difference in them. I did really good with these ones before, but I'll try the cheaper ones for now. We'll sell the other ones. Never gonna use them. I'll get 8,000. We'll leave that alone. It's engageable. We'll get the snorkel. We're gonna need it. Engageable all-wheel drive. Sell that. Frame mod-ons. Oh, we have the bed. No, I have the bed. We haven't gotten that other truck yet. Oh yeah, we could sell that guy too. Oh, we got it. We'll do that next episode. Alright guys, well. I like those better. I won't buy those. See you next one. Peace out.